antiperspirant deodorant with aluminum. I just want to talk a little bit about like just odor, hygiene, and all that good stuff. This video is definitely kind of like similar to my last video that I came out with last year, which was like my sunscreen essentials. Those are all the same when it comes to odor. Like that's something that I'm like self-conscious about. The main thing is you just gotta realize like there is a difference between deodorant and antiperspirant. Deodorant basically masks the odor. It doesn't really take care of the odor. Antiperspirant is to help with sweating and odor, because a lot of antiperspirants, which will say antiperspirant, will have like different smells, like fresh breeze, I don't know, all those different things. So antiperspirant is basically for sweat, whereas deodorant is mainly for like masking the odor. And I have a very popular video out on here where I talk about how I deal with that. And dermatologists, anybody will tell you right here, PANOXYL foaming wash. This in the US here, it's like, you know, 20 bucks, not 20 bucks, like 12 bucks. And this is the 10% benzoyl peroxide maximum strength. I like talked about this on a short and I was like, I didn't really give information, like details, but I've been using this for, I don't really use it on my face. I'll use it if I'm like really breaking out. It's good for acne. Also helps with odor. So what causes odor is like your sweat doesn't really, like when you sweat, your sweat doesn't really smell. It's the bacteria that emits the smell. There's multiple brands that have face wash like this because I think the ingredient is benzoyl peroxide. So if you find like a benzoyl peroxide wash, I think you'll be fine. I use this a lot for my underarm, and I've been using it more because it's summertime. So I tend to use this under my arm. I know sometimes somebody said like twice a week, like you can use it. I personally use it every other day. So I'll put this under my armpits, and if I actually let it sit, they'll tell you not to let it sit for more than, so you can use it, because excessive drying of the skin may occur, start with one application daily. Okay, so ain't no problem. Then gradually increase it 2 or 3 times daily if needed or as directed by a doctor. Obviously, like do a patch test, but basically benzoyl peroxide fights the odor. So you can sweat, but if you do put this on under your armpit, and I leave it on for like 2 minutes, sometimes up to 3 to 5 minutes, and then you rinse it out. I will say this works better is if you do not follow it up with anything under your armpits. Like I feel like once you put this on, you rinse it out, that's it. Don't go back in and use your, you know, Dove or your Dial, whatever thing it is. Just leave this under your arm. Like once you rinse it out, the only thing you should put in your armpits is deodorant. That's it. Or antiperspirant. You can also use it on your feet. I'm not here for that. I don't have, thankfully, an issue with stank feet. I use this under my armpits as frequently. Now it says as often as you can. I use it every other day. Now I do realize there are days that I'm like, dang, like it kind of wore off. Then I will do it the day of that I'm about to leave my house. Let me just give you an example. What I do is I tend to just use this at night. I mainly use it at night because the thing is antiperspirant deodorant with aluminum. So I don't know where the health, like, what do you call that? Like the thing came out. Because the thing is like, somebody will say one thing and then somebody runs with it. And to my knowledge, there hasn't really been any studies that's linked to aluminum causing cancer. Now, I need all aluminum. I know there's like videos saying like, y'all need to get deodorants with aluminum in it. We can't be doing the natural deodorant thing. And I do want to say, like, I did fall for the whole natural deodorant thing when I was like 17, 18 years old. Which I'm like, now looking back, I'm like, Brenda, you don't have a problem with odor. You can't be messing around like that. Like, I remember I only would use it in the wintertime because I realized it just wasn't working for me. Duh. Because a lot of like natural deodorants are just heavily fragrant, like heavily fragrant. If anything, they're more of like deodorant than like antiperspirant. And then I'm about to go to bed. Then I put on my deodorant. This is so random, but I was like looking on Amazon like over a year ago. I just wanted like some unscented like deodorant. And so I came across this like Shoreline. I feel like this brand has been around for like probably like decades. This brand, it's like called Sure. And if you have sensitive skin, you don't like odor, then this is good. It doesn't really smell like anything. It's called Unscented Invisible Solid Antiperspirant and Deodorant. So it doesn't really smell like anything, but I've been using it for almost a year. I have no issues with this. And I feel like this and the PANOXYL, these two go hand in hand and they work together. So I've heard dermatologists say that applying deodorant at night, it works better because your temperature, you're not moving around. You gotta do the work while you sleep. So you can just get up and go. Like I've done it before in the winter time. I'm somebody that sweats and have a problem. I can't do it in the summertime because I used to just take a shower at night and just trust the deodorant that I put at night to do its work during the day. But I can't be doing that in the summertime, so I just reapply again in the morning and I'm fine. The next day, I feel like sometimes, you know, it's just what happens. If I feel like I didn't put enough, or I feel like, yeah, it's starting to smell to my armpits a little bit, then I will usually, before I leave my house, if I'm not gonna really shower, maybe, you can still just like put a little bit under your armpits. You don't have to get in the shower, but just put a little bit under your armpit and let it sit. Yeah, because you can use it daily. That's what they say. And just let it sit, wash it off, you know, with a rag or something, and then put deodorant on, your antiperspirant and deodorant. Now, antiperspirant, like I said, which helps with the sweating, it works best when it's at night. Just want to say that. Antiperspirant works best when it's at night. Now, deodorant, which helps with like masking the odor, if you want to smell like fruity cherry blossoms and stuff like that, that's fine. So I guess you can, like after you put this on, put like a deodorant that smells good. I think you'll be fine because this blocks out the odor smelling bacteria. There have been times where I'll go 24 hours. I've tracked it multiple times where if I do the PANOXYL thing and the antiperspirant deodorant thing correctly, meaning like I leave it on, rinse it out, put the deodorant on, I can go a whole 24 hours and I smell my pits and it smells like nothing. Yeah, we're still going strong. I would just recommend doing that and see what works for you. Some people say using antibacterial soap. This is just Dial or anything that just claims to be antibacterial. I started using this in our routine. Somebody said like I think Javon Ford on TikTok, the chemist, he was saying that you can use antibacterial soap or PANOXYL to really get rid of the odor causing bacteria. This doesn't work alone for me. So I just kind of like use this just in general because I feel like, you know, the deodorant, it builds up and antibacterial soap just really breaks it down for me. Because before I was using just like my little Dove body wash, whatever the Walgreens brand moisturizing body wash, it wasn't enough. So I feel like this really, not like strips your skin, but it really gets in there and breaks up the oil because I'm also reapplying sunscreen on my body. So I feel like it really breaks it down. And then I'll go in with the PANOXYL under my armpits, let it sit while I'm also going in with a moisturizing body wash. So if you saw my last video, I recently got this, the L'Occitane, their Huile de Douche. It's their almond oil thing. I freaking love this. Now, I know some people, I'm already right here, and I bought this around Memorial Day weekend, and it's about to be July. So not much, honestly, like a little bit goes a long way, but it just is like the last good final step. Now, are you expecting your skin to be glistening like an oil? No, it's not really like that. It's just like an oil that turns lathery, milky, foamy. And it smells really nice. It's very faint. There was someone who was I saw a review where someone was saying that they were hoping that it would be stronger or more of a lather. Like this isn't really like a body wash. This is like a little, you know, like a little nice last step. Cause I was saying how I would like to, I don't know, like have something different in my shower routine. Cause I feel like my shower routine is like, we got to get it done. Whereas it's like a little, this is like a very nice little luxury type of step to add in your shower routine. I can't imagine too, like in the wintertime when it's really dry. So I've recently been adding this and it gives my nice, it's not a crazy glow on my skin at least. It's a very nice, subtle glow. And then you can pat your skin dry, not fully dry because I don't really do that. And then I usually will follow up with like some kind of like a light oil or just put on my moisturizer, my moisturizing body lotion. After my shower, I usually will go in with a little bit. I started doing this, like a drop of this. My sister loved this, so I just go in with like a drop because I feel like with this, I know some people like it, but I just feel like it's kind of, it's a gel consistency. God, I love gel consistency. I just feel like it was a bit, it's a bit greasy. I don't like feeling like really greasy on me, especially when I'm like out the shower. So I don't know. I like it, but maybe I was putting on too much. That's the thing. But I put a drop of this and kind of put it on my body, and it's just really nice and moisturizing. And then I'll just like go in with my lotion and I call it a day. I hope that was helpful, because I feel like I came out the video and I was like, here's what to do for sweating. I just like left it on. I'm like, no, I rarely ever will just like do this PANOXYL underarm thing and then don't put deodorant on or some kind of deodorant antiperspirant on. I kind of have to do both because I can't be taking chances like that, especially on public transportation when sometimes you be putting your arms up. Like, child, I'm not trying to be on somebody's social media at all. Like, I really don't. And also I'm self-conscious of that. But yeah, so let me know if you try this out, if it works for you. And or you can start off with like an antibacterial soap and do the deodorant and antiperspirant thing, see what works for you. But it's just trial and error. Everybody's body is different, their chemistry is different, so I completely get it. And remember to take baths. It's hot, summertime. If you are able to take a bath, take one. That definitely helps get off the grime of the day. The last step, if you want to look like you got your life put together, is I recently got this K-Skin Isle body oil, and it's SPF 30. I've been loving it. A little bit goes a long way. It's not really greasy. I have it on right now. It's a very light oil. And if you want to know some of the sunscreens that I've been using, because I was like, should I do a sunscreen video? Child, it's the same products I've been using. I will say there is a new one. At least I've been enjoying the Skin 1004. I don't know how you pronounce this, but I've been loving this moisturizing one, Water Fit Sun Serum, and I've been loving this. And people love it under makeup. I did not use it under my makeup today, but I've been loving this, and it has a pump, y'all. Look at this. It has a pump. So I'm always like, okay, I need about 3-4 pumps for me to, get the 1 teaspoon or whatever it is. Let me know if you have any questions down below. And honestly, just do your own research. A lot of dermatologists, we know a lot of derms have been having their own accounts, like licensed, like board certified folks who are still practicing, have a lot of tips and tricks when it comes to odors. And these are just some things that I've done that worked for me. Everybody is different. Everybody's chemistry, their body chemistry is different. Just see what works for you. This is what has worked for me. And if you try it, let me know what works for you. I really want to know, like, if it has worked for you, because I know Javon was talking about some bio is good on its own. It's antibacterial, but I need the benzoyl peroxide, because I'm not trying to be on somebody's TikTok, none of that stuff. Child, with the way people just record everybody now without permission. Anyway, I hope you are having a good one. Let me know if this was helpful. Feel free to give it a thumbs up or comment down below what works for you. I will see you in the next one. Bye.